Hi, it's Paschal here, and in this video I want to give you 5 things that if you're doing, that shows that you are making the right progress towards whatever goal that you want to achieve. But if you're not doing it, it's time that you start ticking these boxes to ensure that you're doing one of these things. Otherwise this year might just pass you by. Now, the first things first, let's dive into it straight away because I don't want to take too much of your time because I know it's going to take a little bit long for me to really explain it the way I can so that you can really understand, I can make sense of it. Now, the first thing is you must start reading books. If you're not reading books, it's something that you have to start doing. Now, don't take me like as if I'm a bookworm or something. I never used to read books. It wasn't my thing, and it was one of those things that whenever you tell me to read a book, I either fall asleep or I just get tired of it. But the truth is, I don't go a day to these days without reading some sort of book or audio or something, because it's vitally important. Let me tell you why it's important. Now, no matter the type of business that you're looking to build or whatever thing that you're trying to achieve, there's someone else out there that must have achieved it, and they must have put the steps or the experiences in a book. So why you need the book is, once you read the book, then the book explains to you what would happen in the process whilst you're trying to create yours. So it's more like they've left you a blueprint of what will happen in the journey for you. So the books I will recommend to you, like if you're starting out initially, one of the books that really helped me was The Strangest Secret by Elle Nightingale. I highly recommend it. That book takes you to understand how you got to the point where you are. You're looking to start a business, why haven't you started it? Then tell you exactly what you need to do to actually build the business. So you understand that there's a timeline that you're going to go through a timeline of activities in order to ever achieve whatever goal you want to achieve. Another book I will recommend to you is The Magic of Thinking Big. Another one is the Law of Success in 16 Lessons by Napoleon Hill. Another one is The Magic of Believing. Now, this is the one I listened to today. Basically, I listened to this one a lot. The Magic of Believing by Clyde Bristol. It gives you action steps of what you should be doing. There's a few more, but I think if you start off with these ones, it will help you a lot. Now, what most people do is, when they hear things like this, they let the video pass by. What I'm suggesting to you right now is get your hands on this book, invest in them. It won't be a waste of time, it won't be a waste of money. It's for your own good. Now, the second thing you have to do is you have to listen to some sort of audio, motivational audio on daily basis. I drive around a lot. Anytime I'm driving, I'm always listening to audios. This is, if you know the first book I told you about, The Strangest Secret, there's a famous line there. It's like, the secret is you become what you think about. So you be like, what do you think about? So whatever you are today is as a result of your thinking, whether you like it or not. So whatever that is going to happen to you 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 1 year from now, is what you're thinking now. Whether you think it will work, it wouldn't work. At the end of the day, you make up a decision. You make a decision based on those pattern of thoughts, and that will create the reality as you move ahead in your life. So that's why audio is important, is it helps you control your thinking. It keeps you focused on one objective and one goal. Now, you may be wondering, what has this really got to do with starting a business and all that? Now, let me tell you my own personal experience from audio, so that you can begin to understand these things, because when you're hearing them, you might find it difficult to comprehend. Now, when I started my online business, I made my first sale about that time, about 5 months in. But everybody around me was like making like 6 figures, 5 figures a month. Then I was still starting out, so it was difficult for me to bridge that gap. But what happened was, everybody was all of them were all advertising on Google AdWords. Now, and I started trying to advertise on Google shut me down. So I was listening to an audio called Les Brown, It's Not Over Until I Win. I was listening to it daily basis. I mean, like 3 times, 4 times in a day. I couldn't take it off my ears because I don't know why. I just got so magnetized to it that it just saturated my mind with it. So what happened was, during a 6 months period where Google suspended me, maybe the first time they will shut down my website. I'll call them on the phone. They will say, this is your problem, your site is a misleading content or something, is not is disapproved because of this reason. Because I was listening to that audio, it's not over until I win. What I was hearing in my head was, it's not over until I win. It's not over until I win. So I wouldn't feel bad that they shut me down. All I would do is I would go back, try and change whatever they told me to change. Then I'll create another ad again and launch it. They'll shut it down again. What I'll hear in my head is, it's not over until I win. It's not over. I started asking questions. I was asking questions in the community, different people. Nobody came back to me. What was I hearing in my head? It's not over until I win. Until one day somebody responded to me and said, Paschal, watch this video. This is where the training that you need to go through and change the bits on your website. Then I got that. I launched the video. I launched my website again for them to review. They shut it down again. It's not over until this is why the video. So I did this for constantly until Google approved my website. Guess what? Immediately they approved that website. The first month I made my first $200 like in a block. The next month was about 1,300 and something, I can't remember. The next month was like 3,000. Then 6 months after that, I was on the leaderboard competing with the best. It's not so when people ask you what is the best product to sell or what is the best timing, how much time do I need to invest in my business, that's not really what stops people from building a business. It's these obstacles that come with your mindset. When your mindset is ready and prepared and you understand what's happening, then you can overcome these challenges. So I'll give you some of the ones I was listening to. Like I said, Les Brown, It's Not Over Until I Win. Jim Rohn, Building Your Network Marketing Business. There is one by Jerry Clarkson and David Imonitie. I can't really remember the name. I think it's something in that line as well. If you just Google the two of their names, Jeremy and David Imonitie is a Nigerian, but he's in the States. I don't know. I listened to that audio a lot because he explained almost all the action steps. Then those was the ones I was listening. So you can begin now, and you can actually do this for free. It's all for free. Download a Soundcloud app on your phone if you're using what's it called, Amazon Audible. Just listen to this daily basis. It will cause you to do the things that you're supposed to do in order to achieve your goals. Now that's the second one. Again, like I said before, if you keep doing what you're doing, you'll keep getting what you're getting. So you have to change yourself. It's behavior change that we're all doing here. It's nothing spiritual or nothing crazy. It's just we're changing our habits. Now the next one is mastermind. It's very important that you surround yourself. You've heard that before. You become an average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. Now it's important that you understand the importance of mastermind, surrounding yourself with people that do what it is that you want to do. This is absolutely critical. Now when you're starting out a business or something, it's usually we're always looking at the people that are earning hundreds of millions online on income, and people that are doing some sort of outrageous numbers that we can't kind of relate to. If I tell people that some it's real to make 20,000, 50,000, 100,000 in a single month, people don't relate to that because it's too far from where they are. So why mastermind is so important is you are always in touch with people that are very close to where you are in the journey. Let's say for instance you're starting out today, so the people that you want to be hanging around a lot more with are people that have just finished building their website, people that have made their first couple of sales online, people have made their first $1,000 online. You know, these are the people that, because they understand what you are going through, they just passed through that. So they, if you have any of those hiccups, challenge in the beginning, they will help you in that journey. And that's why SFM training platform is so powerful, that they bridge all these gaps. They have all these masterminds. If you're in Birmingham, there's one every month. If you're in London, there's one every month. They all just come together, mastermind, do all these things, work together, help each other out. There's nothing like secret to hide. You can sense that. So that's the importance of mastermind. Again, if you're not willing to come out and do what it is that is required on your own part to build your business, to help your family, whatever reason that you want to build the business, that means you're not believing it's possible for you, and that means you're not going to get that. And that's what you're thinking, and as a result, you manifest that. Again, you become what you think about. The strangest secret. The strangest secret. Now, the fourth one, a mastermind. The last one, no, the fourth one, the third one, no, sorry. The fourth one is going to be work. Again, you have to do the work. You have to do the work. It's not, there's something called attitude. You can watch these videos, go through the training, unless you do something physical on your own part to ensure that you're growing every single day. That's why I tell people, just putting an hour every day is enough. It's not really a lot, but just make sure you do something every day that towards that goal. As long as you have one goal in mind and you do something every single day that is headed towards that same objective, you will definitely hit that goal. It's not an option. You will definitely hit it. So that is the importance of work. You have to do the work, because what will happen to you if you don't have any of these elements, you will be always thinking about what you're doing in your current circumstance. You'll be looking at your work, you'll be looking at your life, you'll be looking at your bank balance, and you'll be making decisions based off these things that are happening around you. As a result, you'll be producing more of them. So in other words, you're not moving any forward. You're just going around. You hear when they say someone is going around in circles. That's what these people, people that behave like this do. And I lived like this almost all my life, man. I'm not saying it's easy to get out, but this was how I was living my life until I started on this different path. So I'm just encouraging you to step out, so that there's no perfect time, man. There's no perfect time. You just have to do it. Just move, and the rest will happen, or figure out the how. Another book I recommend to you is 25 Secrets of Wealth Creation by Kevin Trudeau. It's so good. It gives you kind of principles, again, not action steps. That one is more of principles of what you should be doing. Now, the last but not the least is seminars. Now, seminar is kind of different from listening to reading books, listening to audios, and mastermind. It's more of putting your body in the environment that you want to be. It's more of creating an experiential event for yourself, so that it creates a reality. So that, because if you believe it, then you do it. It helps your belief system go up. Now, let me explain this a little bit in a different way. Have you ever had a dream before? I guess so. Everybody has. Now, one of these dreams I normally have is when someone is chasing you, and they're chasing you with maybe some sort of, I don't know, maybe just chasing you down the road or something, and you find yourself that immediately before they caught you, you woke up. Now, when you wake up, what is happening to you at that moment? Your heart is beating really, really fast. You're sweating. If you're in a really hot environment, you're sweating. But where are you? You are in the comfort of your bed. Now, what is happening to you? Your mind created something that is so real that your body believed it. That's why it's vibrating in that form. So it's the same thing like events. When you go to the event, your mind will begin to experience that, oh, this is real. Then your body, that will cause your body to move into action, to do the things that you're supposed to do to create the result that you want. So again, for me, for example, my first event was in 2008 of April 2017. Actually, we are having a momentum day in 2 weeks, so which is a seminar I'm going to attend. I recommend you attend a seminar every 3 months. Now, the first event I went to in online business was to see stewards. A lot of people will be like, oh, you were going there to listen to what tactics they want to say, or what this person is going to say on the stage or preach. No, my goal was to see with my 2 eyes. So because I've been seeing the guy on the internet, you know, as you see me now on YouTube, you'll be like, is this guy real, or is he making this up? Or, you know, all these thoughts will be going throughout your head. But in reality, you're doubting. That's doubt, but you don't know. So what that helped me to do was very simple. I basically started, when I got to the event, when I saw Stewart on my 2 eyes, I took pictures with him, and I put those pictures where I could see it everywhere. So when I was now seeing him on the trainings, I'm like, this guy is real. Whatever he's telling me is true. I believe it. I was working on the business. So these are the, because I was working on the business, that was what got me to, because again, the ideas, you become what you think about. When you ask yourself different questions, how do I make a sale online? How do I start a business? Just ask yourself that question over and over and over again. Repetition. Your mind will produce the answers. Your job is to act on those things that you hear. All these things are very basic. They are very simple. That's why a lot of people ignore them. But all I suggest to you is there's a few more you could do, but if you just start with these ones, it will help you. Now, I'll leave you with these final words. If you keep doing what you're doing, you will keep getting what you're getting. It's all about change of habits. I recommend you, I'll put all the links to the books I've recommended. I'll leave them all the links so that you can get them. I have them in my home. I read them. I devour them. You read them like multiple times. There's a chopper going up. So I recommend you go through them. They are so helpful. There are so much secrets hidden in all these things, but you can't see them unless you start practicing. Now again, the books I recommended is not like novel. Novel is you read it, you keep it up. No, these books are more like they tell you things to do on daily basis. So what you need to do is to go out and do those things and allow the result to show itself. I wish you guys all the best, and it's getting a little bit cold here and windy, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.